All right, everyone. Welcome to a Wig CPK cast here on this beautiful Wednesday in October. We have teams Polymorph and Team Tim going to be scrimcasting. I'm going to be joined by a co-caster for once in my life. His name is Eyes of Paradise. What's up, Paradise?
Wow, what an introduction. Amazing. I
Was that
love it. I
was that
like
was
it,
that too
Chris. I like it.
dramatic?
I'm doing good, man. I'm tired, but I'm doing great. What about you?
Was that too dramatic for a casual scrimcast?
I don't know. It's your stream. I don't think it matters. I think
Thanks for
it's your
joining me,
own
man.
stream. Do whatever you fucking want, my guy.
Thanks for joining me, man. I don't have to talk 24/7 now.
Yeah, dude, actually, just a sec. Do you prefer the mic like this, or if I did it like this? What do you prefer, the other one
Uh,
or this
I
one?
think the second one sounds a little smoother.
This one?
Yeah, let me.
Okay, sure.
Is it worse quality?
I mean, no, I'm asking you.
Oh, either's fine to be honest.
All right, cool. So wait, was Kevin banned? Fucking lol,
I
dude.
I don't know.
Yikes.
That is what people are saying. I have no news of this. Um, it looks like they're using a ringer. I don't know who Dark Green is,
Yeah,
but
dude, I have to say it feels so fucking good that I don't have to move camera or anything anymore, and you have to do all of that.
oh my God,
I just have to cast,
the amount of
dude, without
kills, the
stream or
amount of
anything.
kills that I miss on camera is exponential. Like,
I want to see my performance when I'm not doing stream or YouTube or like camera or anything or Discord, nothing. I just have to cast and nothing else. I want to see how it feels. I think
it's
it's
gonna
gonna be
feel a
much
lot
easier.
nicer.
Yeah, dude, when I cast, it's like I have to take care of the stream and OBS and YouTube and Discord. It's
Yeah.
like all at the same
Mhm.
time and camera while casting. So you have to keep like good cast and good camera at the same time. It's like, dude, what the fuck?
Yep.
It's so hectic. But yeah,
Everything has to be
now,
in cue. The music stopping when people talk, and
yeah, everything, dude,
yes,
everything.
yes,
But now
yes.
it's like, oh, dude, I'm free. I'm free. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, but don't watch how many kills I miss. It's depressing. Anyway,
It's fine.
all right, let's start it off. We got Moira and Electrician banned by Legion, and Electrician and Bombardier banned by Hellborn. So the one that semi sticks out here is the bomb. I think everything else is like a pretty mainstream ban, but some teams really like to run the Bombardier, and
Dude,
some teams feel that
Snooky Bomb
he's
OP.
yeah, some teams feel that he's ban worthy in the first two bans. Against my team, there are some teams that ban bomb against us because Bilbo really likes bomb as well. So the bomb ban is a little bit player specific, but a very powerful ban. So it's not
Mm.
really like a off the wall ban or anything. So we have first pick Gladiator here. It's going to be followed up by Monarch, into Glacius, into Moraxis, Calamity into Oogie. Okay, so Paradise,
Mm.
you're my insight guy. What's
Yeah.
going on with the two drafts so far? What do you like about them? What do you notice? What do you not like?
Okay, I'm liking the Glacius lately. That's the thing
Okay,
I'm liking.
okay.
Calamity is a thing we see all the time.
Mhm.
Gladiator is fucking annoying no matter where you put him.
Mhm.
Mid, he's retarded. He just keeps using his E and he wins the lane automatically. If
Mhm.
you put him at a suicide lane, he can just gank everyone and his ultimate. We all know his ultimate. We know how strong it is. It's a ridiculous goddamn hero.
Mhm.
So like so far, Legion draft has been just like, okay, we're gonna gank, we're gonna destroy everybody. This is what I'm seeing from Legion
Mhm.
draft. Like,
Okay.
it's such a strong draft so far, and I'm not sure about the Wild Soul, but other than that, like Calamity, Glacius, Gladiator, Pestilence, this is a heavy team we're looking at. And now we're looking at the Hellbond. It's Oogie, Meraxis, Monarch. It's a good draft, but I
Mhm.
don't think it's gonna be like it's not gonna be able to face Legion's draft so far. I don't think
Okay.
so. Not with an Oogie, not with a Meraxis and a Monarch. Like especially knowing Polymorph and how they play, they're quite crazy, man. They're very fucking good players.
Yeah, so the thing that sticks out to me from Hellborn's lineup so far is the Oogie with the Monarch. This is a like a combination of heroes that's going to make the
You
Oogie
don't think?
really hard to kill. Like Oogie by
Mm.
himself is already a really tanky carry. He deals lots of damage the longer he survives. Monarch with the cocoon, the chrysalis, as it's called. Um, if they jump the Oogie and they don't burst him down, he's gonna have the Monarch cleansing wind with the removal of the pitfall, the impale
And there's the
stun.
Mishrain.
Yeah.
Just
So
counter
he's gonna be
everything you
he's gonna
said.
be really tanky with the Monarch behind him. Um,
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna be able to do much anymore after the Mageman pick. To be honest,
okay.
I don't think so.
Let me just
Because
go over the
Bestie is
next.
there,
Yeah, let me just go over the
and
next
Oogie is there.
bands
So.
real quick. We got Tempest, Wretched Hag, and Bubbles. Um, the Tempest band is really standing out to me because it's not
Yeah.
really a hero we see a whole lot. And they also have the Call to Arms, which goes through Shrunken Head, Elemental Void, which
Mm.
isn't always the most reliable cancel. So I guess it's understandable they would get rid of a Tempest, but I guess um, Team Tim has ran some Tempest lately. I think I saw them play it on Kevin
Yeah.
yesterday or 2 days ago, one or the other, and they ended up looking very solid with the Tempest.
Honestly, Tempest is such a game changer. I would like to see more Tempest in the
Yeah,
cycles.
he's
I
a
really would
I,
like to
I
see that.
love watching. I love playing Tempest, first of all. I love watching him and I love casting him. The hero just
Dude, that like the
is
clips
one of
I
the
see
most
from you with Tempest.
exciting heroes to
Yeah,
watch as a
100%,
spectator.
100%,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Um, the Hag and the Bubbles, I guess, just add some team fight to the Oogie, um, to help him have some team fight control. The
Mm.
Magnus, the Ophelia, and the Lord Sulfuris. So they're getting rid of those early game style of heroes. The Lord Sulfuris one makes perfect sense against Oogie. The Ophelia, it's a little bit interesting, but I guess they don't have a lot of counter push outside of the Oogie, so it would force them to use all of the mana on the Oogie to defend pushes, which isn't super ideal for them. The Magnus is
Right
pretty
now,
straightforward.
I'm looking at both drafts, and the Legion draft is much, much, much better.
Okay.
And like by my opinion, right now,
Hmm.
like you can look at the Legion. You have the Glacier stun and the slows and his ultimate. You have Gladiator, his showdown, his Q and his ultimate. Lots of stuns there. You have Magebane, which is very very good against Oogie, bad against CDL, but very good against Oogie. And the Pestilence with his ultimate, his Q, like his fly ability, and then his stun, and then the Calamity with her ultimate and everything. They're super annoying at the Legion side. And I'm looking at the Hellbourne right now, and they have two carries. Shipper and Moraxis are very, very strong and annoying heroes and very capable of team fights. Monarch is a bit meh, I would say 50-50. And
Hmm.
yeah, so like if they want a team fight early, I think this is definitely for the Legion. It's definitely going for the Legion. If they want to go late, Mageman is strong, and they do have Calamity. And Mageman, we all know how nutty Mageman is when it comes to back BDing and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I'm
Hmm.
not so sure how it would go late. I'm not so
So
sure because Mageman would counter the Oogie, and you have the Pestilence, which if he has staff, that's everyone minus how much? 26? How much? 16 armor?
I think it's
So I don't know.
21. Oh, you mean with Steph? Pesty?
Yeah, staff SC.
It
Does it change it? It
doesn't
does not.
increase the armor, it just makes it AoE and deals
Yeah, AoE.
physical
So
damage.
21 armor.
Yeah,
So
but
21
21
armor.
armor is a lot of
A
minus
lot of
armor.
armor.
I
Yeah,
do feel
a
like
lot.
Pestilence is a very underrated but also kind of niche hero. And he could make a lot of sense in this game against an Oogie because the Oogie will want to build Frostfield Plate and something like a Gnome's Wisdom, so he'll naturally be kind of tanky in terms of armor.
Mm, okay.
So I think the Pesty with the Swarm makes a fair amount of sense. And so I do want to touch on the last two picks from Hellborn since we did talk about Legions. They picked up the Chipper and the Dark Lady. So the thing that intrigues me here is they're running a secondary carry behind the Oogie, which we don't normally see an Oogie plus another hard carry. So
Yeah, that is very new.
this will make their lineup very slow.
Yo, Chris, bottom.
Yeah, so bottom lane we have a tri lane to start things off against the Moraxis. The freeze is coming up in one more second, but they don't have Pitfall, Magebane very far away, so they're just gonna box him out of experience range. Um, but yeah, they're running a Dark Lady with an Oogie, which is very interesting to me because it makes their lineup very slow. They will need a lot of farm on both these heroes for them to start to become effective. And I think some of the thought process behind the Dark Lady follow-up pick was that they saw the Mage Bane pick and they figured that Ugi might just get blown up in the team fights, and
Mm,
that they wanted a hero that could deal with the Mage Bane very well, which is the Dark Lady with the blades.
true.
Um, but if I could just talk about the Ugi versus Magebane matchup for a sec. Magebane is like considered by most people to be a very big counter to Ugi. And while that's not wrong, Ugi does like to build high mana pool, which makes him very vulnerable to mana rift one shots. Um, he could just opt to not build full into intelligence and not have a big mana pool, and he
Yeah,
could go
sure.
for like a different style of item build, and that could make him end up good against the Mage Bane. Because back when I used to play with Formless and Complexity, he was one of the more well-known Oogie players. He always used to say that Oogie doesn't, in fact, get hard countered by Mage Bane. Throughout the first like 30, 40 minutes of the game, before Mage Bane gets really scary, Oogie actually like controls team fights much, much better than a Mage Bane.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, so Oogie is good in a sense versus Mage Bane, but he also does have the potential to get blown up. So you have to play the Oogie very smart when you play against a Mage Bane.
By the way, Gladiator, from the bottom, mid, almost gonna get Oogie with the showdown. He got the shipper, but he's going for the Oogie instead, and he actually missed the showdown.
Yeah,
But he did get the
they
bloodlust.
actually get them both. Bloodlust to Calamity, and the second kill went to Gladiator. So they ended up trading two for one.
TKB
But
did a bit of mistakes there, but he did get the kill after all.
yeah, so it was very good that they got the Bloodlust before giving up the kill on the Gladiator. They ended up getting both, in fact, before he ended up dying. So it was very good. Gladiator now back in the bottom lane. He's gonna miss the pitfall, unfortunately. Showdown will pull him back a little bit. Magebane not looking to assist for some damage though, so another freeze comes out actually, and they have enough damage. That's quite a bit of lockdown coming out from the two
Mid, mid,
supports.
mid, mid.
Yep, from mid lane, Calamity, she uses the firebomb. She's gonna need to juke some rockets. She avoids two
Beautiful
rockets
play,
back to
man.
back. That's Snooki man. This man's not easy to bring down, even two versus one.
No, he's not. And now glad he's mid.
Yeah, if he can get in range for the showdown in the pitfall,
He
it's gonna be a
did.
dead Oogie.
Yeah.
The damage from Calamity's dragons. I mean, I'll look at the damage chart,
He
but
should dive the shipper, actually, no?
look
He
at the
doesn't have
damage chart
mana.
4 minutes into the game.
The
Are
stats?
you not
Like
surprised
ability?
by the 31% on Calamity? Two versus one?
Oh.
That's crazy, right? The dragons just do so much damage in laning phase.
Oh my
Beautiful
god, you're
pitfall there
right.
from Gladiator. He's gonna land the showdown. Calamity's going to make her way in here with the dragons. Just gonna throw out the
Nice.
firebomb.
Yeah,
And
this is what I said. Like, why did he did not dive him before? He had no mana or nothing. And glad he was full HP, and the tower was attacking creeps, so it
mhm.
was questionable for me. They did not dive him, but yeah, he's dead now.
I uh, I just want to talk about something really quick. The firebomb. I feel like a lot of Calamity players skip that spell and they just choose to go Dragon's Path and Funeral Pyre. And I really like the fact that he's put 1 point in the firebomb because it allows him to get some extra auto attacks in if he's able to pull them backward toward him when he wants to chase. And I do feel like it's really smart of him to skill that.
Yeah, it's really good. Like,
I
actually,
think it's a
you
very
really need to level
underrated
at
spell.
once. 100%. You
Yeah.
should have at least level at once. Like,
Yeah.
you should don't max it, but level at once at least.
Yeah, because even if you're not getting a great amount of magic damage from the spell, I feel like the pull that it does is a big part of its effectiveness, especially against
Doesn't
these
it
melee heroes like
trigger?
Oogie.
Doesn't it trigger his passive? The
Um,
funeral pyre, whatever it's called.
that I'm not entirely sure about. So the passive reads passively deals an extra attack to any target you deal damage to. Oh yes, so then it would.
So yeah, it does like activate his key. So there you have
3
that
out of
as well.
4.
But now, like the thing where it pulls everyone back to the middle, that's a good ability to have always, especially when you have your ultimate. So like having that could always help to pull everyone back to the middle for more damage. It's always effective no matter what.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. So we see a 6-1 hero kill lead in favor of Hex. And I feel a big part of that is due to the greediness of the Hellborn's draft. They
Yeah.
they're running a duo hard. I would call it a duo hard carry core of Oogie and Dark Lady because I would consider Oogie a hard carry. Um, and Moraxis is also a greedy hero in the sense that his effectiveness doesn't really shine early game, but more so once he
Unless
picks
they
up the
have
portal
Beacon.
key.
Yep.
So I feel like the Moraxis as well, he needs a lot of time. And he's not a hero that can easily rotate around the map and set up ganks, because he has to get in
No.
melee range to land his Quake stun. Whereas something like a
Yeah.
Magnus, for example, he can stun you from far away, or, similar style heroes, Behemoth,
Wait, was
Fade,
Magnus
etc.
banned?
He was banned in the second wave of bans, actually.
No. Oh, wow. And he
So,
did not get picked off? Damn.
so neither team chose to pick up a Magnus here.
That's interesting.
I agree.
Gladiator smoked mid.
Yeah. We see Sunder's Vault come out in the mid lane. Here comes the showdown into the pitfall. Oogie will take heavy pressure. He will go down, and Chipper, no boots. Here comes Glacius in for the Tundra Blast into the Ice Imprisonment. And Hex is really focusing on their mid lane this game, and it's paying off for them wonders.
Let's focus Snooki Kappa.
Yep. So Pestilence here in the top lane, he's got the level 5. So both the offlaners are level 5 on each side. 10 last hits for Pesty, 12 for Meraxis. So Meraxis, despite the 2 deaths, has a little bit more creep kills, but Pesty has higher GPM with the 0 deaths. Magebane, he has built himself Steam Boots. I'm expecting to see the Rune Cleaver. Would you be expecting any other item from Magebane than a Rune
Man,
Cleaver?
Magebane without Cleaver is not a Magebane.
Yeah,
Simple as that.
yeah,
He never feels like a
I've
Magebane.
seen some funky style of offlane Magebane, sometimes building like fast attack speed, just run you down with mana burn, but I don't feel like it's a very effective
No,
style
it is not.
Magebane build.
I've tried it. I actually tried it. It is
Yeah,
not.
yeah. So it's safe to say we will be expecting a Rune Cleaver from him.
Yeah, and I think that's a dead Miraculous bot lane, if I'm not mistaken.
The Mana Rift
Yeah,
actually
Snook is
not
there.
doing a whole lot of damage, but here's Calamity from the backside. She's kiting the Meraxis very well, but now he's taking some tower focus. And I almost wonder why Magebane chose not to blink and land a couple auto attacks there. I feel like it would have been a kill.
He was
Um,
scared from the stun because he had a power supply, a lot of
yeah,
power supply charges.
I do think if he blinked in front of the tower, I think Glacius froze him in
Top
front of
lane?
the tower.
Oh, never mind, almost. TKB was very close for that showdown in the TDL, but the Shipper, I
Chipper,
think,
he's
is
gonna
dead.
get frozen here by Glacius. Calamity taking some rocket damage. Has the power supply though. It's gonna be enough damage.
So far, TKB has come 3 times, super close to the TDL for a showdown, but he never
Okay.
got it.
Yeah, he even has the level 3, so he has 800 range on the showdown. Which, I kind of like that he's maxing the showdown. He's playing a very heavy roamer this game. So allowing him to get in range for the pitfall combo makes a lot of sense.
And I think this is a dead Pestilence.
Yep. Pesty will end up falling here to the Dark Blades and the Noxious Cloud of Monarch. I like this. Magebane gives Glacius his life tube, so Glacius will regenerate some health.
Oh yeah, that's really cool actually. You rarely
It's
see that anymore.
it's one
actually.
of the few items that you can share for regen. I believe Ring of
Unfortunately, you cannot share sustainable. What is it
Trinket
called?
of Restoration is another one you can share, and Scarab I believe also works.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sustainer. Why did I call it sustainable?
Yeah,
Sustainer. cannot
you
share
can't share Sustainer anymore. That's right. Here comes a
No.
call to arms. Or actually no call to arms, just the pitfall. He hits the level 6. Now he has the call to arms. Monarch is gonna get towered over here by the hasted Calamity, who picked up that kill onto the Dark Lady. Pitfall lands on top of the Impale Stun, and that's a double kill for Hex.
Oh, Shipper.
Yep, Chipper is just gonna melt to Calamity Dragons here. Showdown back onto the Oogie here. He's throwing out some Tarquakes. He might get a kill here onto the Gladiator. He misses a Tarquake, unfortunately. Call to Arms will do some damage to some jungle camps as Calamity ports out.
Bottom, Chris.
Oh, you're my cameraman. I got it on camera. He mana rifted him. I would have missed that completely. Dark Lady ported bottom on respawn and set
Dude,
up
I can even
or
like
tried to set
move the
up a kill.
camera freely now. This is amazing. Okay, Chris, I'll just be back in like 1 minute. Okay, it's a phone call. You take
Okay.
it over from here.
Okay. I will miss every kill while you're gone. So Oogie takes out some stacks here in the jungle. He is now 327 GPM, but the big picture, he's died 3 times. The Chipper died 5 times so far. I think the plan with this strat was to have the Oogie, or have the Chipper stack the jungle and have Oogie rotate into jungle very early and take the stacks from the mid lane. But as we can see, the Calamity has caused a lot of disruption for that strategy that they were trying to employ. We have Gladiator up here in the trees, trying to bait out the Pestilence. He has Call to Arms in 5 more seconds. We have Veiled Rot
I'm back.
on the Oogie. Welcome back. As we are going to have a jump here. Pestilence does a nice job of avoiding the charging strikes. He will get Crippling Pollen up. Oogie will land some Tarquakes. Here comes an Impale Stun and the Poured out from Pesty. Will he actually survive this? Yes, he will. And Gladiator will sacrifice himself as Dark Lady turns her attention onto him. So Gladiator doesn't fall, but they rotated 4 players up here. I believe that was a Veiled Rot used on the Oogie, so a lot of commitment there for a support Gladiator kill that only gave them 250 gold. Meanwhile, they get a tower kill in the mid lane as Nuki freely pushes that on the Calamity. So a lot of space given to both the Mageman and the Calamity in the opposite lanes. So yeah, the GPM chart is actually kind of interesting. It's the mids and the carries both pretty high on GPM. As we see Sunder's Vault coming out in the bot lane. So much damage on the Meraxes. He needs 2 more auto attacks. He will get it off. Monarch will not be in time to save him. I wonder if he should have used the Chrysalis there, if it would have saved him or not. He tried to use the Cleansing Wind, but that was not going to really help him because he wasn't stunned up. Anyway, the GPM chart is reflecting the mids and the carries both getting farm, and then everyone else really suffering. Supports and both offlaners having hardly anything at all so far. So yeah, we're not going to see any early portal keys, I think, from either side this game. Because an Oogie and a Calamity are not portal key type of heroes. They just want to get nice utility for themselves and try to increase their farm. Dark Lady and the Magebane both working toward Cleaver. Magebane already has his, so he has 500 GPM and a 12-minute Cleaver. That's very early.
And TDL and Oogie are lower GPM than both the Magebane and the Calamity, which was really not looked as a carry at the beginning. And I think there's some initiation at mid, maybe.
They were thinking about it. They couldn't find the range.
Yeah. And Meraxes is how far from his PK? He still has to get the Steam Boots.
Looks like he wants his Steam Boots first.
5 TPs on that with the PK. He's like 3,000 gold away from his PK, man. And he's 150 GPM, and he's not having any space right now. Like, as soon as the bot lane has been pushed and Mageman is in the jungle, they rotated Pestilence immediately at the bot lane, and now he has no space whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a big go for him.
So Dark Lady, it looks like she still needs the recipe for Cleaver. So Magebane, he's like about 1,000 gold ahead right now. Maybe even a little bit more, like 1,300. Plus he's working on the stacks, so he's going to continue to up his GPM. Whereas Dark Lady, unfortunately, can't really catch up just yet. I do think that once she picks up the Cleaver, she can catch up, but I don't know if she'll have
faster than Mageman and Cleaver.
I don't know if she'll have the space because the Oogie is taking a lot of the stacks. But they might change that and have Oogie start fighting more now that he got his gnomes picked up. Yep. Glacial Downpour. He uses the Matrax. He's got the bugs on him, but between the Pesty and the Glacius, not a lot of damage to kill the Meraxes.
Mid.
Yep. Mid lane, we have a TP coming in. Calamity will get the kill onto Monarch.
No.
Oogie, he's thinking about going back in, but Chipper's going to take Ice
Chipper.
Imprisonment and an Impale
Mm-hmm.
Stun. He goes down. And Hex is just really on top of the rotations this game, setting up lots and lots of kills.
Yeah, this is what we talked about at the beginning. Like their lineup is much more active than Hellbound, and
Yeah.
Hellbound lineup like needs a lot of space, man. It's very greedy, as you said. Like it's true. What you
hmm
said is true. Very true.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they were gonna like. I don't think that Polymorph are gonna push this game any further. Like they're gonna try to end it very soon. They're not gonna push this game at all. Like
Yeah.
they just
And
probably waiting for 2 items on the Mageman or 1 item. They're gonna try to finish it.
yeah, and I think it goes back to like if you want to run this double or try out this mid Oogie with the Chipper stack in the jungle, meanwhile having another hard carry, I think your offlaner needs to be something a little less farm dependent, something like a Behemoth who he can just rotate and counter gank with the Fissure, whereas Meraxes, we talked about it, he needs the portal key. He can't do the same kind of roaming that some other offlaners offer.
Yeah. And a thing I like questioned a lot is that X Next banned Lord Sulfuras, which is a hero is very capable of taking stacks in the jungle with a shipper. So that was
That's
very
true,
questionable
yeah.
in my behalf.
Yeah, it looks like they were really I do feel like they were really wanting to test out this Chipper Oogie
Hmm.
strat, like from
I
the very
top lane,
beginning.
Chris.
What? Top lane?
Top lane.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm watching it. Oh, that pitfall. Ooh,
Oh, that is
nice,
close.
nice
That is
charging
very
strikes
close.
there from Dark Lady to avoid the pitfall. Glacius and the Pesty were coming in. If that landed, I think it was a goner.
Okay, dude, I just got a call, and I think I remember the thing when I told you I gotta go. This is so fucking sad. I am actually enjoying this with you, Chris, but it does not seem like
Are
I'm gonna
you
be able
you're
to.
leaving for real though? Like not coming back?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm actually leaving for real, dude. I have to
All
go.
right.
My family's calling me, so
Okay. Have a
we
good
have
time, man. Thanks for.
take care, John. I'm sorry for this, but this is so much fun. We have to do it again, dude. Anyways,
I'll see you
see
later,
you
man.
later,
Thanks
bro.
again. Bye
Have
bye.
fun, dude.
Okay, so apparently I'm back to solo casting. Hopefully you guys aren't too sad about having to only hear me, myself, and I with my lonely self. Dark Lady did pick up the cleaver, by the way, so she will do her best to try to catch up to Magebane, who has his Whispering Helm already picked up on top of some gold. Oh my god, he has an Alacrity Band as well. Or not an Alacrity Band, a Quick Blade. We have a team fight up in the top lane. Crippling Pollen will connect onto Calamity. Do they have the burst to bring down Calamity? Calamity's very tanky. He gets the Sunder's Vault off. Here comes the 3-man Impale Stun from Azaf on the Pesty, but they don't have the damage to bring down the Meraxes. He survives with 10 or 15 life, and now Oogie is manning up. Here comes a Mana Rift from Magebane, and Oogie melts. It does some decent damage to Monarch. They turn it around. Pesty, he will fly in. He will get, or Magebane will get the kill as he got the Impale Stun off, and it ends up being a 4-for-1 fight as only the Calamity ends up falling. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we have Dark Lady putting some pressure onto Gladiator, but he has the Tablet of Command, so she decides not to dive the tower, as that would put her at a very large risk of a teleport from some team support from Gladiator. So we're going to see the top tower here fall as Pestilence will TP home for some regen. He picks up the portal key, by the way. Glacius with the glowstone. He will be going for a Staff of the Master. He picks up a Mighty Blade. Man, Frosty's getting very farmed. I can't wait to see some Staff of the Master Glacial Downpour coming out. Um, to anyone who doesn't know, it grants the ability damage reduction during the channel. Applies Ice Imprisonment to enemies hit by 3 shards. So if he's able to channel and hit 3 ice shards onto a target, he will also apply Ice Imprisonment to them. Chipper will get caught here in no man's land, unfortunately. He will go down very quickly. Dark Lady picks up the Firebrand. I believe we will see the Shrunken Head to follow up the Firebrand. I don't think we'll see the full Frostburn or any kind of follow-up item. Mid lane, I miss a kill because that's what I do when I cast. I miss kills. I missed the Meraxes going down to the trio. And that's a 200 GPM Meraxes with Steam Boots investments. He is nowhere near his portal key at 20 minutes, or 19 minutes rather. A beautiful pitfall lands here. and they take out the Monarch. It is 23-4 in hero kills, and Magebane continues to have free reign this game, almost at 600 gold per minute. He picks up his Firebrand, and he will be working towards his Geometer's Bane now. The Gnomes was picked up on top of the tablet, a Mighty Blade. It looks like we might see the Shrunken Head on Calamity. I think he's feeling the pressure from Chipper and Oogie, and he will pour it out. Dark Lady dives the top lane. He gets the kill on the Gladiator, but he will go down here to the Pestilence, and that was not worth it. Sawblade Showdown comes down in the mid lane. Calamity looks like she might have stopped her board actually, and she gets the kill onto Chipper. Snooki is trying to make the jukes here. Can he dodge the axes? He cannot. He gets Quake stunned up. The Magebane, he's going to go for the Oogie kill, looks like. It's a Sand Scepter picked up on the Oogie, though. Mana burn coming out from Magebane. Chainsaw Massacre, as aka the Matrax. There is a Skeleton Grasp, and Moraxis will fall here most likely. Yes, he does. Smackdown coming out from Whoop on the Magebane. And he is now legendary streak, as he's getting very close to his full Geometer's Bane. So, we talked about the Sand Scepter, I believe, on Ooga Booga. Dark Lady, unfortunately, nothing post Firebrand just yet, but I am expecting the Shrunken Head. That is the typical build he likes to go. It actually ends up being an Ice Brand, so he's going to go Dawnbringer. I suppose that's fine. The Dawnbringer is quite good on Calamity. However, I do think a Shrunken would make a lot of sense in this game. Magebane, they're trying to bring him down. Are they going to have the damage? Pestilence is going to stun up to try to push back any pressure onto Magebane. They actually get a return kill onto the Monarch. I think the Dragons might have gotten him. Calamity, he's going to try to chase her. The Dragons proc the Ice Brand. Slow. Chipper is going to try to slow up the Calamity here. Quakestun comes out onto Calamity. Calamity's falling, actually. Here comes the Sunder's Vault. It's going to catch all three. And will Calamity stay alive? It looks like she will. Firebomb is doing some decent damage to Moraxis here. And Magebane with the auto attack takes him out. He's hunting the Ooga Booga now. Do they have a TP stopper? The Showdown is going to pull him back, but the Mana Rift connects, and it's a hat trick for Magebane. There's the full Geometer's Bane picked up. So only the Dark Lady is alive, as Monarch does respawn. Next, it ended up being, I believe that was a 4-for-nothing fight. It is now 30-6 in hero kills. Yeah. Looks like Gladiator, I believe he's going to build into a Storm Spirit.
Condor has been slain.
I suppose it could be a Jade Spire, but I would be pretty surprised by that. They already have the Gnomes on Calamity, so I'm expecting this to be a Storm Spirit on the Gladiator. Teleport coming into the bot lane as we have Glacius here. Gladiator just going to defend the tower. Dark Lady will port up to the base, actually. She does pick up the Mighty Blade. She actually goes for the Abyssal Skull. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but she's valuing the lifesteal before the Shrunken. We have another 1600 gold saved up on the Magebane. We could see something like a Frostwolf Skull, or even a Shrunken Head picked up next. Top lane, the Dark Lady and the Moraxis take out Pestilence. They actually catch him out. But while this is going on, they are attempting the Hellborn's Kongor. And they actually have a Word of Revelation here on the Word of Sight, but we'll see if they look to... I don't think they can defend this, actually. Showdown Pitfall comes out onto Monarch. Here comes the call to arms, and boom! Monarch falls. Kongor goes in favor of the Legion side. It's a token from Magebane, actually, as they had already taken out their own Kongor. think I missed that actually. So they took out both Kongs. Glacius might have just finished his staff, or he maybe needs one more piece. Ice Imprisonment will cancel the port from Meraxis. Meraxis continues to not have a very good game, and there's the Staff of the Master and Glacius. This Glacius is so farmed. Like, he's 285 gold per minute. He has more farm than the Meraxis on the other side. He even has more farm than the Gladiator. So token for another 215. Here comes Cover of Darkness. Will they look to go in here? Oogie is leading the front lines. He's going for a kill onto Gladiator, and he will get it. So Gladiator sticking around a little too long. But Hex is looking like they want to re-engage here. Heavy Old Rots up on the Pestilence, and they will not find the catch initially, but here comes a nice two-man Impale Stone. They catch the Chipper and the Oogie. And it looks like the Swarm was used as well there. Dude never had Synchronizer or Gravelock. It's real gold. That's true. It's real gold. He has 65 creep kills on Glacius. I kind of missed what he was doing this game, but I wonder if he was doing some kind of jungling of the big creeps or anything with the freeze. Glacius can actually take out hard camps pretty effectively. But nonetheless, he does have a lot of creep kills, so he did a nice job of finding some space this game. Firebomb comes out here onto Moraxis. He's going to get locked down by the Slender's Belt. He activates his Matrix, but he will be using it to fall back. Monarch is going to get frozen here by Glacius, and Calamity and Glacius will take him out. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Magemane takes out Oogie with a Mana Rift, and Dark Lady now taking the brunt of the right clicks. She will get the kill onto the Token of Life, but Magemane will blink in on top of the Pitfall, and Dark Lady will fall. There is no buybacks on the Hellborn side. The vote to concede comes out, and I think that's going to be the game. So Hex takes game number 1 here in a pretty decisive fashion. I think they gave up less than 10 kills in that first game. So a nicely played game there coming out from Hex. We'll go on a very short break as we will get into our second game most likely. So stay tuned, everyone, for game number 2 coming up soon.